Today we're taking on a culinary classic that's known to make even the best chefs sweat, Beef Wellington. You know, the dish that always has Gordon Ramsay yelling,
"Come here you, it's raw, it's..."
But we're gonna make it saucy style. Will we nail it, or will it be a kitchen nightmare? Stick around and let's see if we can make a Beef Wellington that would keep Gordon calm, or at least not furious. We're taking this classic dish and making it more casual. First, we start with this. This is a sourdough starter, a live mix of flour and water that ferments, creating a natural yeast and bacteria used to make breads rise and add flavor. It's like the heart of sourdough baking. We will use this for our bread component. First, we need to feed it by adding 1 cup of water and 1 cup of flour. Mix it together until it's like a pancake batter, making sure that all of the flour is moistened by the water, and then we're going to let it rise until it's doubled. Watch as the yeast does its job by leavening the starter. In a bowl, we are going to add 100 grams of starter, 250 grams of water, 20 grams of sugar to help the starter rise, 30 grams of avocado oil, 10 grams of salt, and 500 grams of flour. You can do this by hand, but today we're going to be using our stand mixer. We're going to take our bowl and snap it in, then we'll add our dough hook, and mix on medium until the dough comes together. Something like this. After kneading, we're going to remove the bowl, cover it with a moist towel, and let it double in size. This is called proofing. This is going to give us time to work on our onions. Caramelizing onions will give them a nice flavor that will enhance our sandwich. First, we're going to start by slicing, and slicing, and slicing a little bit more. I swear it's just my allergies, I'm not crying. Move these to the side so we can bring our cooktop on the workbench, and then we're going to add our onions into a hot pan with oil. This process is going to take a long time. We really want to break down the onions so they can really caramelize and get a great flavor. We saute these for about 1 hour, mixing every few minutes. This can be tedious, but trust me when I say that it's worth it. Once these are done, we can move on to the star of the show. We're using a choice cut ribeye, and look at that beautiful marbling. This will add so much flavor to our sandwich. We're going to start by seasoning liberally with salt, pepper, and garlic, being sure to get both sides. We're going to add it to a hot pan, laying away so that we don't get burned. We want to make sure that we achieve a golden brown crust for flavor maximization. Then we will turn it onto the other side, and once they're done, we're going to place them on a cutting board to rest. Now, part of a Wellington is to add some mustard, so that's what we're going to do. This will add some acidity to cut through some of the fat of that ribeye. Then we will set these aside and work on our dough. You can see it's doubled in size. We will knead it one more time in the mixer for about 5 minutes, and then we're going to add some flour to our workbench. Place our dough so we can knead it a little bit more to add a lot of gluten and to make it more elastic. We're going to cut the dough in half, and then we're going to start to shape it by rolling it out like a canvas. You want to make sure that whenever you're rolling out your dough, you get it nice and flat so that way it bakes evenly to get a nice brown crust on the outside as quick as possible without overcooking your meat. You also want to make sure that you're doing it wide enough so that way you can fit all of your ingredients comfortably inside. We're going to start building our sandwich by adding a layer of onions to the base. Then we'll place our ribeye on top, and some more onions, and then we're going to finish by adding some provolone cheese. Then we will roll our dough over and tuck it nicely, bringing the other side to completely cover it. Press down on the sides to adhere the dough. Then with a pizza cutter or a knife, you can trim off the excess, repeating the process on the other side. Place this on a silicone mat, and we're going to score the top to allow some of that steam to escape. Then place in a 400-degree oven for 20 minutes or until it's golden brown, like you see here. We're going to slice down the middle to see that beautiful cross section. And now it's time to taste, so let's eat. All right, so here we have our Beef Wellington sandwich. We're going to have everyone do a taste test, see if it's a smash or a pass. No. To see if this is good enough for Gordon Ramsay or if it needs to go in the trash. So first up, we have Wifey, who's gonna be testing this first, and then we'll have me. So without further ado, here's Wifey.
What do I do? Do I just bite it? Ooh. It looks hot. Oh, it's really moist. The mustard's good. I think it's just the onions have like an odd texture. Very squeaky. That was good though.
Time for Chef Saucy. Yeah, very good. The ribeye's nice and rich. The onions, Wifey thought they were weird, but they were exactly the way they were supposed to be. Nice and caramelized, give a little bit of more moisture inside the sandwich. Cheese is just as good as cheese can be. Mustard flavor is not overpowering at all, so if you don't like mustard, do not worry. Sourdough is doing its sourdough thing. Overall, I would definitely recommend this. Guys, this sandwich was absolutely amazing. It was a bit different because we didn't use a filet mignon like how you would normally do with a traditional Wellington. But like I said, this was a Wellington sandwich that was done saucy style. I still recommend that you try it if you would like to. It does take a little bit of time and prep work, but trust me, cooking is absolutely worth it. If you liked what you saw here in the video today, let me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and make sure to get that bell notification on so that way you can be notified anytime that I post. Thank you guys all for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Stay saucy.